Today, it's our first cook video on my brand new Weber Griddle, and I felt like, you know what? Time to make some smash burgers. So let's head out, get the griddle fired up, get our prep done. Let's get cooking. All right, time to get the griddle fired up, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide that cover back, and you can see that is seasoned to perfection. Now, turn down the propane, we'll go ahead and click it to ignite, make sure those burners are set, and we are good to go. So we'll give this about 10 to 15 minutes to get up to temperature, then it's time to make some burgers. Okay, ingredients for our first cook smash burgers today, some 80/20 ground beef. We've got some beautiful brioche buns, some thick sliced applewood bacon, American cheese. We've got a little accoutrement, if you will, some lettuce, tomato, and onion. We're gonna put some eggs on top of there just because it's a smash burger, why not? And then because we're doing bacon and eggs, we thought we'd do a little bit of our coffee rub today as well. Then I made myself some parchment squares because that's gonna come in handy when we take this giant burger press and smash those burgers. The parchment's gonna make sure the burger doesn't stick to my griddle press. When we get ready to make smash burgers, the first thing I like to start off with is what I call the burger balls. So I'm gonna make 8 burger balls because I'm gonna be doing double smashes today, but I'm basically grabbing some of that 80/20 ground beef, squishing it together in my hands, and rolling it out like that. Now, the ball part is perfect because what we're gonna do is actually put the ball onto the griddle, let it form that crust, smash it, and then we will season it later. So I'll go ahead and get these finished. And yeah, next up, I'll see you out at the grill. All right, we've got our bacon loaded on here and we're ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and cook it till it is time to flip it. And then once we get it flipped, we've got all this surface. That's where we're gonna start smashing our burgers. All right, after a couple minutes, about 3 minutes, we'll go ahead and get this bacon flipped and set over to the side here. And now, like I said, guess what? I've got all that bacon fat I can use over here. All right, with the griddle on high, we'll go ahead and add the burger balls, and we're gonna give them just a little bit of space because obviously we need some room to smash them. So we'll just give them a little bit of room to grow, and then I'm gonna squeeze the other 2 in here just as soon as it's time to take that bacon off and get it over onto my plate. We've got the burger balls all set. What I'm gonna do is push that parchment paper there, and then what happens, look at this, when I have a chance to smash it, now I lift up that parchment, and I don't have to worry about it sticking to the burger press. So we are good. I'll keep doing that and get all of these smashed, and then we're gonna come back and season them. Okay, we've got them all smashed. Now it's time to hit them with a little bit of our Island Boys coffee rub because, right, coffee, bacon, and eggs make a beautiful smash burger. So we'll go ahead, season these guys up like that. And then we're just gonna wait until we see a little bit of the moisture start coming to the surface here. Once we see a little bit of moisture at the top, we know it is time to flip these over. And then we've got to make room because we have eggs to cook and buns to toast as well. All right, time to flip our burgers. Look at that, right? A perfectly seasoned griddle lets these burgers flip over pretty nice. And look at that crust as well. So we'll go ahead and get these guys out of here. We're gonna get them flipped because, like I said, we have to make room for buns. We have to make room for eggs, but oh man, look at those sliders. All right, let's go ahead and get those brioche buns on. I wanna get these toasted just a little bit, then get them off the griddle so we can add the eggs next and cheese to our burgers. So we'll let these toast till they're nice and brown, then time to get those guys off the griddle. All right, use a little bit of my bacon fat that's on here. We'll get that put right over in this area, and then guess what? It is time to crack a couple eggs on there and get these eggs cooking because, you know, a couple of my smash burger friends said, hey, I want an egg on my burger. All right, time to give those eggs a flip, and I'm being super careful because as you can see, yeah, that's right, I broke a yolk over there, and that happens. All right, so I'm using my thin spatula here just to get under that egg and then give it a nice little flip. And the more bacon grease you have that's extra, perfect, use that as well, but we are set. All right, we'll let those eggs cook. Next up, time to build a smash burger. All right, time to get these burgers off, so we'll go ahead and get a burger on each bun and get those set and ready to go. Ooh, yeah. Like that. And like I said, we're doing doubles today, so we're making people happy for sure. All right, next up, let's go ahead and take those eggs off. Get that guy right on there. This perfect one right there. And just like that, we are ready to go. We'll put that top bun on there Stay over there, spatula. We'll put the top buns on there. Look at that. I'll see you in the kitchen. All right, now that our first cook is done, I've got 2 more videos coming up for you, my 5 favorite things about the Weber Griddle and how to season your brand new Weber Griddle. Those videos coming up next.